Aquaman! Knocking it out the park! Oops. Hey YouTubers, it's Beefdoog, and today I am bringing you the review for the 4K version of Aquaman, and I'm just going to put it out there, this bad boy comes with a digital download. If you wait until the end, I may pick you out as the lucky one to receive that for free. Now, this is where I burn my money so you don't have to. Let's just address something right here, because Aquaman is the point in which the DCEU changed things around. They changed the direction of what was going on. If everyone is aware of DC following up with Marvel's original plan, Marvel released consecutive solo films, then brought it into with Avengers, and then it just went boom. The DCEU started with the Man of Steel Superman, then it went Batman v Superman, and to be honest, I think there's just a couple of actors in there that just did not fit the role. Ben Affleck, he's not Batman anymore. Batman v Superman was very mediocre. Suicide Squad didn't hit the box office and ring the bell like they wanted to. So instead, it got to a point where they released Justice League and everyone was like, yeah. This, however, though, is a new direction. Aquaman is solid. I'm not talking about Jason Momoa, but he's solid too. Jumping into the start of the film, we start with the Queen of Atlantis meets Lighthouse Keeper of Lighthouse, Aquaman's dad. They have a baby. Jump into the back events of Aquaman's birth. He grows up. The Queen of Atlantis has to go back. She gets captured. The Queen of Atlantis has another son, Aquaman's brother, and you have a generic story of half-blood Aquaman versus son, King of Atlantis, and each of them fight for the throne. So, generic concept, but what makes the film so great? Jason Momoa is a simple guy with a pure heart, but is portrayed as a badass. Now, the best idea to give you guys is Tony Stark, Marvel. He's got the quips, he's cheeky, but he's a badass as well. And Jason Momoa pulls a similar sort of version of that off in this film. Now, it does surprise me because Tony Stark is like the only one that can do that. So Jason Momoa bringing that kind of character into this film, it's solid. The action scenes are amazing. All the action scenes aren't boring or dull. It's shot so well and it keeps your eyes glued on at all times. Now, the DCEU, there's been a change of direction. In Justice League, Aquaman was different. Amber Heard, who plays Queen Mia in this film, she was a different actor. She was boring, bland. No one knew who she was. I didn't even remember who she was. She wasn't important. And also in Justice League, he perceives his mum in a negative view. There's no backstory there because DC didn't give Aquaman his solo film before Justice League. And that is the path that they should have followed. So now that Aquaman's in the picture and Amber Heard, who plays a very likeable character. She's very hot redhead. Everyone gets her attention. Guys I'm speaking for. And in this film, he perceives his mum in a positive sort of light. Just for the record, it's Nicole Kidman that plays Queen Atlanta. And he's a totally different sort of direction. Now, because he's interesting, the film's solid, all the action scenes are there, Aquaman just hit the box office and went, sell, sell, sell! If that film came out before, Justice League would have gone, sell, sell, sell! But it didn't. Oh my god. You should see the CGI in this film. This is a possible kind of film that you could just throw on a computer and go CGI, and it'd be like, where does everything else come in? But this film is amazing. When you've got everyone underwater, you've got the hair going like this, floating around in the water. You've got all the extra bubbles, and it just looks so realistic. The action scenes, wow, shot so well. Everything in Atlantis looks so different. It's different from Superman, it's different from Batman. It's got a freaking octopus banging on drums. All the soldiers, they're all different colours. They've got different sort of ranks and elites, and each one is capable of different things. It's so different, it keeps you glued to it, like, oh, what's that guy? Oh, wow. The action scenes are shot, and it's done in such a way that it keeps you glued to the screen, and you just can't take your eyes off it. It looks gorgeous in 4K. This film, wow. I mean, don't get me wrong. When my other half watched this film, she was like not really into it, but when the action scenes came on, she was like, So this film, even if it doesn't get your attention, it will get your attention at some level. That's how amazing it's shot. Some films can suffer from overuse of CGI. This film has a good balance. Jason Momoa as Aquaman, he brings a lot of physicality to it. The fight scenes are so interesting. Now his brother Orm, King of Atlantis, between the two of them, there is one big fight scene. It doesn't suffer from the CGI. Both get their lines in. He's a bit sort of generic. If he gets all the armies of the sea, he'll become Ocean Master. And to be honest, out of the main two characters, I don't know who suffers from the title Ocean Master, Aquaman, like that. But apart from that, the film does a good job with, even though he's cliche, I want to rule, world domination, they sort of, in these fight scenes, Orm actually kicks Aquaman's ass. So they actually portray bad guy versus good guy, and you can't really tell because it does such a good job with the fight scenes. Is he going to win? Is he going to lose? Come on, Aquaman! Oh, I'm getting a bit carried away with all the Aquaman stuff. Right, there is one little teensy thing I've just got to pick out, as much as I don't want to. Black Manta. Now, in a particular scene, not really spoiling anything here, there's a guy called David, a black lad. His dad dies in a submarine trying to kill Aquaman, and then his son's like, I'm going to kill you, Aquaman! So for King Orm, who is king of Atlantis, he has to get all 7 kingdoms of the ocean dwellers side by side to get the title Ocean Master in order to get the greatest army to then take over the land. Now, in order to do that, he has to trick all of the other kingdoms, and he goes to David, who wants revenge on Aquaman. Perfect setup, let's do a deal. You get on a submarine and fire a missile at a gathering where they all state their intentions. Yes, we're under trickery. The humans are trying to attack us, yet they're not. So King Orm goes to David with this Atlantic gear, because let's face it, a human being's not going to kill Aquaman. It's like a baby trying to choke an adult. It's just not going to work. So David gets this, like, it's a big alien head, Manta-like. He takes it away, it's nice and shiny and white, sprays it black, gives it a big overhaul, and then he's got the equipment he needs to try and kill Aquaman. Now, Black Manta, again, I'm not going to sell the fight scenes. I've already sold that to you guys. The fight scenes, yeah, he has a fight with Aquaman, it's great, but the amount of time that Black Manta gets on screen is kind of overshadowed and cast by the rest of it. It's not a problem, it's just that when some films cramp a lot of stuff in together, a lot of it doesn't make sense. Aquaman have managed to put Black Manta in there nicely. I just think that this plot with Atlantis could have maybe taken over into maybe the next film. They could have left something a bit open, but like I say, no spoilers. Black Manta, he's a very worthy adversary. There's a very interesting story there. It's delivered well, yet even if it's crammed into Aquaman. Guys, you need to see this film. So, I'm sorry. I apologise for shouting at you. Point is, this film is very self-aware. It's knowingly silly. It's purposely over the top. And it just throws everything at the screen. Okay, that being said, let's have a look at what the critics and the audience think about this. And also, let's just demonstrate how much the film cost and what it made at the box office. Now, IMDb. So this film got a Metascore of 55. Not a very high score. However, collating public reviews, it got a 7.1 out of 10. So the audience enjoyed it more than the critics. Rotten Tomatoes. So the tomato meter is 65%. A little bit above average. The audience score gave it a 76%. So the audience again preferred Aquaman. So it's doing something right. Then again, so the film cost between 160 to $200 million to make. Keep that figure in your head. Now the film smashed the box office at 1.148 billion. That's how good it was. That's what people went. Like I said before, many. So this is a quick unboxing. This is what you get for your money's worth. It's £25. Obviously the people selling it believe that Aquaman will get your money. He got mine. This on the front is the front cover. This is Aquaman towards the end of the film, where he gets the king of the first king of Atlantis's trident, and he looks badass in the royal armor. Then on the back, a lot of these, I'm just gonna zoom in here. You don't get a lot of pictures. Now, you know, I'm old school. I like pictures on the back, quick description. It's got a breakdown of what the film was shot in. This film was shot in not 160p ultra high definition. It does look beautiful. I'm giving you my recommendation on that. We pull the sleeve out, okay. Same again, I like the cardboard sleeve. Don't like the case to get damaged. It looks same on the front again, same on the back, down the side, Aquaman. It gives you a quick breakdown if you've never had 4K Blu Ray before. If we just have a look on the inside, you've got the 4K Blu Ray disc here, and you've got the digital download code, and then you've got the original Blu-ray here if you don't have a 4K Blu-ray player and you want to take it round to your friends. Now, I just want to bring something to your attention. From now on, I'm not going to be explaining my rating system to YouTubers anymore. There's a little video on the channel, you can go check that out. That'll explain the rating system. So I'm just going to come out with it. Everything you've heard is just going to come, and I'm going to go, right, this is based on my rating system. So based on this rating system, Aquaman, okay. Now, obviously, everyone's review's different, but this film to me, I'm telling you right now, it's going in doggy style! Whoa! You need to go out and get Aquaman. Get your shoes on, get your iPads out, go out there, click on that purchase button, go and get Aquaman. You need to see this film. This film is the start where DC go, zzz, money, money, money. Okay? Go get this film. So YouTubers, you've got my opinion on Aquaman. You guys just go down in the comments below. Tell me what you thought about this review, and I'm going to pick a lucky winner at random to give the digital download code to. All you need to do is be living in the resident as a UK. Go down there, hit that like button, then scroll on over there, down that side, right there, hit the subscribe button. That will help me out. If you very much like that video, then I just want you to go down and hit that bell, the notifications. Guys, as you YouTubers know, I'm Beef Doog, and I just want you to do one thing and keep it real.